Good morning, Hashem. Oh, God. Thank you, Hashem, for this cigarette. Thank you for... It's been another fucking awesome day. What made the day so awesome? I looked in the mirror and saw that I was still me. It's been so long since I had a pack of cigarettes. I've been indulging. I think that last video was the night that I went to go pick them up 2 nights ago. This is the last, well, I mean, I got two left after this one, but I don't smoke that much. I only smoke, I mean, even when I'm smoking regularly, I only go through a pack every 2 days. Fudge. I still need to get out a little bit. I'm really backed up on everything that I was supposed to be doing today. And part of me is trying to get out of doing it. It's the last day of the 4th month of Tammuz. Well, it's the last couple hours. And I'm doing my monthly journal review, which normally I didn't wake up until almost 12 this afternoon. I couldn't sleep last night because I started to remember like everything that happened over the last year. Because today's a really important day. I didn't realize it until yesterday. I mean, aside from being the Leo new moon and we're ushering in the 5th month of Av, which I've been anxiously waiting for a year. It's my birthday in a couple weeks. Thank you. Happy birthday. I'll be 44. My name? You want to know my name? I've been waiting my whole life for you. How you doing, sir? Waiting my whole life for you. I've been waiting my whole life for you. I just, you know it's me. I know you know it's me because I know it's me. That's exciting. It's exciting. It's an exciting time. We've been working on this for a year. Hashem and I. It's been a lot longer than a year. Oh my God, I hate this place. So I need to smoke. It's plant medicine. It's not... that goes over people's heads. I smoke because I like to, but it's also good for you, despite the rumors. My name is Derek. Hignataro. Italian Jew, no less. Roman Jew, of course. They said that Moshiach was chained up in Rome. We didn't take it literally. No, it's literal. Welcome to Egypt. Hi, Egypt. Feeling very emotional. As you should. It's a big time. It's a really important day. I know. I've been waiting for this day my entire fucking life. How long have you known? I've always known. So that's what makes it so difficult, is that I've always known. I always thought it was just in my head. So I mean, the temple's complete. In my mind, I'm seeing the last couple stones being put in place. Well, the last 6 years have been a lot of isolation because the process, you want to know the process. It's hard to explain. It's kind of like, it's like when you know that you need to eat something or that you need to go to the bathroom. I gotta go do this thing right now, and there's nothing I can do about it. It's terrifying. Which I got a whole 2 phones. One's for music. I have to give up music for the next 9 days. I'm terrified. I'm so angry at Hashem right now. But there's a loophole. I know I don't have to do anything. I have to do it. It's not a matter of like I don't have to do it. It's like I have to do it. I have to. I'm working through the 3 weeks of mourning, and over the last 3 weeks I've been watching I've been having to watch my fucking can't say it. The destruction of the first two temples. But I'm watching the destruction of my temples. My old life. I still have another 9 days. Luckily my birthday's afterwards. My birthday's on the 14th of Av. Good day. Yeah, it's an auspicious day. It's my favorite day. This song also has a lot of we're stepping into a new epoch. But in order to step into the new one, you have to let go of the old one. No one wanted to let the first temple go. No one wanted to let the second temple go. But they had to be destroyed so a third one could be made. You spend all your time mourning what was, instead of celebrating how it brought you to where you are. That's why you're so sad. I'm not. This is me at my most happy. Because I think about everything that it took for me to get to this point. This is the best revenge I can think of. I could hear them. Everyone that's been in my life that's been trying to keep me back from this, doing everything in their fucking power to make me feel small, to make me feel less than, make me feel like I'm a fucking tyrant and a bully, bad dad. Bad husband, a bad son. The only people that ever fucking loved me are all dead. They left me with these fucking monsters. The people I hate the most are the ones I can't fucking get rid of. But this is the way. Wise man once said, if you think you're enlightened, try spending a week with your family. Yeah, try spending 6 years. They take their problems out on you. They blame you for everything because they can't take responsibility for themselves. Or they can, they just don't want to do it. Can't. Anytime you say can't, change it to I don't want to. I can't do this anymore. I don't want to do this anymore. Not me though. I love this. This is my favorite part of the job. Is the fucking. It feels like I'm sinking. And this next week, I'm gonna feel it. For sure. For certain. Moshack comes. Reinstate the Sanhedrin. We'll start calculating the months the way that they're supposed to be calculated. It's interesting. I know how to do it. I've been doing it for a long time. It's amazing. I have it all written down. I have journals upon journals. I have about 170 journals. And one day, I remember the first one I wrote. I had no idea what I was doing. And I wrote, one day these things are gonna help somebody. I had no idea what was coming. It was just like, everything was just falling apart. Ironically, that was the name of the book. My first journal, my first book. How to break a life. I was breaking it so I could put it back together again. Nobody told me it was going to be like this. Nobody told me that 6 years later. The people I was doing this for, they fucking hate me. And the reason they hate me is because I don't hate me anymore. Once I stopped hating myself, that's when I started to see how much everybody else hated me. It's the way of the world. That's the way it is. That's why Moshack couldn't be a Jew in a traditional sense. He had to come from hell. My entire life, I was always looking for that thing. I didn't know what it was. I was just alone all the time. Even when there was people around, I was alone. And it wasn't until this day, last year, that I finally opened Torah. And I found out I was one of them. These are my people. These are the people I've been fucking waiting for my entire life, and they're all fucking dead. But they had to die so I could live. My old life had to die, go away, so that I could find myself. So I could find the me. Dear. Come here. I'm not gonna hurt you. I'm coming closer slowly because I don't want you to run. I'm gonna sit here. I'll get it to work one of these days. It's safe. You can come back. What do I want? I don't know. I want to see if you can trust me to come over here. That's what I want. Because I believe that you can. I know you can understand me. I could feel your... I don't know. I don't have anything to give you though. I can just leave you alone if you want. I don't know, I just feel like I'm supposed to do this right now. I feel like the reason I came out here was so I can find you. Unless you want to have this conversation from this distance. It's alright. It's okay. I'm a prophet. It's okay. Is that okay? Is that okay that I say that? I don't think it's not okay. I think I'm allowed to at this point. Hashem, just keep going. Where do I start? Derek Pignataro. Derek Michael. I live in Northfield, New Jersey, right down the street from Atlantic City. I used to live in Toms River, right next door to Lakewood. It's ironic, right? That the guy would be living right next door and nobody knew. I used to work in Lakewood too. I have friends that are in the Jewish community. I didn't know. I always felt it. Though. It was a calling, and I didn't understand it. That's what I mean. Like that's what I mean when I said it's just all in my head. And to a degree, yes, it's all in my head. But that's the point. And that's what Hashem taught me last year. That's why he needed me to read Torah for myself, so that I could see, yeah, it's all in your head, but you have to trust it. You can't, don't listen to the outside world that wants to make you feel like there's something wrong with you, because there's nothing wrong with you. You're perfect. You're perfect exactly the way that you are. And look, and these are the people that you come from. How did I know? Because as soon as it was difficult getting through the beginning. All the names and the lineages, and it's hard to remember all the names. I'm not even as close to as fluent as I want to be. But I wanted to get to Abraham. Well, realistically, my intention was to make it to Solomon, because I needed to know. I needed to know where he came from, because I have a history with Solomon. And last year, in June, we began working on a project, the Spirit of Solomon and I, which led me to Hashem. And it's ironic. I was I was studying witchcraft for a while. And magic, alchemy, astrology. I wanted to know how they worked. I wanted to know the science behind them. And the more that I learned, the more that I would have questions. And the more questions that I would come up with, the more that the answers would just find me. Of course, the universe is sending me all these things. Of course, I know that. I used the word God a few times. It was too, the day, I remember back in 2017, I looked up to him and I said, I know we had a troubled past. But if you give me a reason to believe, then I'm all yours. And from there, everything just falls into place. It's a fucking nightmare though. But that's the best part. Make heaven out of hell and hell out of heaven. I knew something great was coming. I knew this was coming, but I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe that all these fucking years, the voice was always telling me the truth. And it would give me, things would happen throughout my life that would confirm the things I saw in my head. But then the rational mind would come over and say, no, this is just in your head. Don't worry about it. It's your mind playing tricks on you. But there was always that voice, I'm not a trick, I'm not playing tricks with you. This is happening. When I was 12, it told me, these people, they're not your family. You think they are, but they're not your family. Your real family, you can't see them, they're invisible. They can see you though. And one day they're gonna find you. And you're gonna find out. You're gonna find out that you have royal blood flowing through your veins. You have a huge inheritance waiting for you. But you have to go experience life. Just imagine that as a 12-year-old. They was telling the truth. Because now I can see them. Thank you, Hashem. They're in a book. The irony is that they live in a book. They live in the book that I've been avoiding my entire life. You know, this spot, I practiced this. I've seen this moment over and over and over and over and over and over again for the past year. I can just feel this like a carrot just fucking dangling right at the edge, right in front of your face. You just barely scratch it with the tip of your finger. No matter how close you get to it, it's always just out of reach. But that's the point. What do I see? I see Hashem's giving me the carrot. I finally have it in my fucking hands. I've been waiting so long. I don't know what this means. I had a vision last week. I was just reviewing my journal from last week's third quarter moon. And there was a vision that came through. I wrote it down. I wrote everything down. Everything. One day, there are going to be men. The people who have been waiting for me are the same people that I've been waiting for. You know what that feels like? Can you possibly imagine what that feels like for someone to go their entire lives looking for one thing? You don't even know what it is. You have no idea what the fuck you're looking for. And then to find out that there's people that are waiting for someone who fits my description. I have an invisible friend. I have an invisible friend who tells me, I told you so. I love saying I told you so. But you know what, that's funny, because that's the same relationship that Hashem had with everybody. He had it with Joseph, he had it with Moses, Jacob, Isaac, Abraham. I told you so. Even now, I see them. I see them right there. I see over here too. They're in my eyesight. No matter where I turn my head, I see them. They're weeping. He's beautiful. I don't like compliments. I hate compliments. There's a dark side to it. It's incredibly dark. I can imagine. Maybe. Who are you talking to, by the way? I'm talking to the man that I wrote about last week. I don't know him. We don't know each other, but we've been waiting for each other. Hashem told me I've never seen his face before, but he's been training his entire life to meet me. And there's going to come a day where I'm sitting face to face with this man. He has all the answers to the least important questions that I could think of. Where does my family come from? How does this trash come out of something so amazing? They're not trash. Anything I say about them, I say about myself. I feel it, you know? The ending of one cycle and the beginning of a new one. But we're not there yet. So it's always we're not there yet. Almost there. And for the first time in my entire fucking life, I feel like I'm right there. I see it. I see it. It's at Rosh Hashanah. I've been waiting for this Rosh Hashanah. No. I've been waiting for Hashanah Rabbah since Hashanah Rabbah. Because King David told me what he told me. What everybody is waiting for King David to come and say. He's here. That's why I have to do this. I have to not pretend to live a normal life. I don't live anything. There's nothing normal about my life. It's normal for me. I don't know, what would you expect? Not raised in a monastery. Well, not that kind of monastery. I was raised in the synagogue of Satan. Not the church. No, we weren't a religious family. No one ever told me what to think or what... Well... No one ever told me what to think about God, except for my father. Who was your father? He must have been a holy man. can say that. But be careful whose name you take in vain, because you don't know who's listening. Yeah, he walked his own way. Apple doesn't fall far from the tree, though. Daddy used to say. I don't know what he didn't know and what he did know. All I know is he told me when I was younger, probably when I was about 7, 6, 7, 8, he told me, don't forget your number. Your number is 888. That's your number because of your birthday. He knew something. When I was born, he told me, he looked for the mark. He looked to see if I had the mark on my head. I didn't have the mark. I did. I do. Well, my hair's a little gray now, but it's over here. It's a little circle, yay big. He never told me what it meant, though. I don't know where and why. I wish I could ask him. You know, that's like one of the most important, that's like one of the things like that. Do you have any regrets? Yeah. I wish I fucking asked him why. Why was that number so important? What does that number mean to you? You know what it means. He needed you to figure it out on your own. Everybody needs you to figure it out on your own. No one can tell you. You ever see The Matrix? The movie The Matrix? No one can tell you that you're the one. It's just something that you know. I don't hide from it. I don't want to hide from it. I want to embrace it. I embrace it as much as I can all day, every day. You go to my Facebook page. I talk about it all the time. I just can't talk about it with anybody else because I don't know why. Nobody wants to talk about it. To my family, I'm just, from what I can tell, David. Yeah. I'm like the David of the family. The black sheep. The black sheep with the golden fleece. The golden child. That's what my siblings called me. The golden child. And they're not wrong. I do get, I'm favored. But I can see how's it put in Shara Habitation? All good deeds, no matter where they come from, ultimately, they're from Hashem. Most people, when they do a nice thing, it's out of some sense of obligation. This isn't true. Maybe not where you're from. Maybe you do things because you feel called to do them. That's what I do. That's how I am. Try imagine being a little fucking speck of light in a fucking ocean of darkness. There's people, time to time, some people pop up. Tattoos. Yeah. I also eat pork. When Moshiach arrives, will he be able to make pork kosher? You bet your ass. One of my projects that I'm building up towards is exploring all of the negative mitzvahs and finding redeeming qualities in every single one of them. because it's not impossible. It's part of the job to find the spark, to find all the hidden sparks. That's why I have to be in the situation that I'm in, because it is so dark and it is so appalling and it is so like soul sucking. But the fact that I have Hashem on my shoulder, I don't ever have to be afraid of getting lost. Because I spent 43 years lost. I said, Torah only came to me last year, on today. And the reason why is because on the 31st of July last year, I was talking about the Jews with my uncle and my brother, and I was defending the Talmud. And I realized I've never even read the Talmud, but how am I defending something I don't even know? And then I went on this little mission when I got home to find an introductory course to Talmud. And I found one. Rabbi Mishnik, beginner's workshop to Talmud. It was amazing. It was a good 8-hour workshop. But I have a hack. I watch YouTube videos on 2x playback. The reason it works is because I do have some experience with music. Not a lot.